Hello friends, it's time again to talk about diamonds, Diamond Standard. So here's, again, just a reminder, here's a sample of what a Diamond Standard diamond looks like. Just kidding, that obviously is a movie prop. And here is the agenda. First, just a brief background, and some of you have not seen the first video. This is actually the second video in the series. Next, I do have to make a correction, two corrections from the contents of the first video. So let's get started with just a quick refresher. Diamond Standard is a program where you take a group of diamonds, put them together so that they have the same market value as another group of diamonds that have been put together. Now keep in mind, every diamond is different. Every natural diamond is different. By the way, we are only talking about natural diamonds. This is not about laboratory-grown diamonds at all. Diamond Standard does not deal with laboratory-grown diamonds, only natural diamonds, which are in limited supply, which is why we care about them as an investment. So as you recall, you have two options. You can get a diamond coin, which is about this big around and contains somewhere between 6 and 13 diamonds maybe. It varies, right, because the diamonds are all different, so it varies a little bit. And then you can also buy a diamond bar, which is bigger and it kind of resembles the shape of a bar of gold, right? You can tell what they were doing here. So you got a coin or a bar. Anyways, the bar has a value 10 times the coins. So right now the market price is 5,000 something for a coin, and the market price for a bar is 50 some $1,000. It's exactly 10 times. There is an elaborate computer process which goes through all the statistics of all the available diamonds, and it assembles a group of them so it has the market value similar to another group. This is the beauty of it. My diamond coin is worth almost exactly the same. I mean, close, very, very close. Close enough not to worry about. Very, very close to your diamond coin and very close to their diamond coin. They're all the same, so we can trade them, we can swap them, sell them, buy them. We know what they're worth in the marketplace. And that's the beauty of this whole program. You know what your diamonds are worth. On the back here, you have a barcode. You can just take your camera, take a look at it. It pops up just like any other QR code and says, hey, do you want to go to the website? You select that. It goes directly to the page that lists the exact diamonds in this coin and gives you links to the independent certification of each of the diamonds in this coin. If you choose not to do the QR code, you can just go to a certain web page on Diamond Standard Company's website and type in this 6-digit serial number that's unique to this coin. Type that in, it takes you to the page. You go to the independent certifications, you can print them off, you can print them to PDF, you can look at them, and there's much, much more detail about each of these diamonds than the 4 C's, right? Clarity, color, carats. There's additional information about the symmetry and fluorescence and the, what's it called, the whatever length, and there's all kinds of different specifications on diamonds. All of that detail is available. Now there also happens to be a chip built in here, so you can kind of do NFC scanning of these things. So I also wanted to refresh your memory on there's multiple ways to participate in this whole diamond purchasing and owning diamonds from Diamond Standard. You can order a diamond coin or a diamond bar, and you can take possession of it. You can have it shipped to your home in its pretty secure manner. You look back at my other video, you can see how that was done. Do you have to be an accredited investor? Remember, this is a legal term that says you have a certain amount of assets or some other qualifications that you know about investments. Well, if you're buying a coin, it's worth 5,000 some dollars, and the government doesn't require that you be a millionaire or be a stock trader or whatever. They'll allow anyone to make the purchase. Do you have to pay state sales tax? Well, this may depend on your state, but in most states, I believe all the states in the United States right now, if you take delivery, they consider you to be the end consumer of the diamonds. Now that's really not true, because at some point I'm going to pass these on to somebody else, right? My kids, or sell them to somebody else if I happen to need money. And so I'm not going to be the end consumer of the diamonds. But the states are considering it. If you take delivery of these, then you are the end consumer, and therefore you must pay state sales tax. All right, what's the minimum investment? Is 1 coin. Second row here. Now, the first part of this process is the same. You order it from Diamond Standard's website, but the difference is, instead of you taking possession, you say, look, you have this program set up with Brinks and the Delaware vault, and go ahead and store my diamonds in the vault. It's nice and secure there, you know, insured, that sort of thing. But the other advantage is you do not have to pay this sales tax. Now, you do have to pay a little storage fee, which we'll talk about in a minute, but you do not have to pay state sales tax. So you have an immediate incentive to seriously consider having your diamond coins and bars stored in the Brinks vault in Delaware. The third way to buy these diamond coins and bars is from somebody else on the exchange. Now, Diamond Standard Company, they talk like this is not their business. They do not intend to be in this business for 30 years from now, right? Because Diamond Standard coins will be accepted as a unit of standardized unit, and you can maybe sell them at your coin shop, but until this gets established and really takes off, there had to be a place where this buying and selling and exchanging of diamond coins and bars could take place. So the Diamond Standard Company created this exchange. It's an online exchange, and assuming your money is there, literally within seconds you can place a bid on a diamond coin or bar, and if the selling party accepts it, then boom, the transaction is instantly completed. Now, how can we do that? Well, because your coin is stored in that vault in Delaware, right? Now, you can't do this if you took the diamonds home. You got to go through a whole process to send them back in and get them recertified and all that. If you have your diamonds in the vault, you can buy and sell literally within seconds. The next way to do this is the Diamond Standard Fund. So this is going to be, I hate the word hedge funds, and hedge fund might have some legal meaning that I'm not aware of. But anyways, this is going to be an investment fund where you can purchase a dollar amount of diamonds, and then you own that portion of the diamonds that are in a vault in New Jersey, right? Now, they're different than everybody else's diamonds. It's a separate set of diamonds. But you would own a portion of the diamonds that are owned by the fund. Now, in this case, you do have to be an accredited investor, so you'll have to demonstrate to the Diamond Standard people that you meet the qualifications. No state sales tax, because you're not the end consumer of the diamonds, right? They're in this vault, so the states all know that you're not wearing the diamonds or whatever. You're not using the diamonds. You're simply a temporary owner of the diamonds. The minimum investment is $100,000. Once this thing gets going, you should be able to buy and sell these on commodity futures exchanges. Some licensing such as already, I think that's the right word, has already been done and approved, but there's just not the volume of diamonds yet of people buying and selling to make this a commodity on something like the COMEX or whatever, right? It's not going to be the COMEX, but something similar to that. All right, I do have a couple of corrections to make from the first video. I'm sorry, I try to be accurate with these things, but I actually, there's 3 things. One of them has changed, and the other 2 I was wrong. All right, so one of the changes is, I just showed you on the Diamond Standard Fund, the minimum investment has gone up from $25,000 to $100,000 now. So they've increased that. You have to be an accredited investor, so anyways, they're just setting that up a little bit more for some of the people with a little bit more investment assets. If you're just getting started in investing and saving, you're probably not going to do the Diamond Standard Fund anyways. But nonetheless, the minimum investment is $100,000 now, US dollars. All right, the next thing I wanted to point out was I was wrong about where this vault is. I reported previously that it was in New Jersey. It's actually in Delaware, so it's the Big Brinks vault in Delaware. That's where all the diamonds are stored, if you choose to have your diamonds stored there. Second thing is, I reported some other number, but the actual cost, if you have your coins and bars stored in the Brinks vault, you have to pay a little bit. It's a little bit, right? It's $35 a year for a coin. I reported a larger amount in my first video, but it's actually less, so this is pretty reasonable. And I wanted to mention too that if you buy a coin and want to have it stored in the vault, they will add that $35 for the first year at the initial time you purchase the coin. So you purchase the coin, boom, they'll add their $35 for storage, and away you go. After the first year, they'll invoice you or contact you or whatever to pay the $35 storage fee again. So, all right. So the good news is the storage fee is less than I had previously reported, and we now know the mechanics of it. If you buy a coin, you'll pay that up front for the first year. So you basically pay ahead a year.